The last 2 years have been the bloodiest in Merced County's history, with more than 60 homicides.
So, what makes you think I'm a gangster?
Much of the violence has been the result of bloody gang rivalries, often at the direction of notorious prison gangs who are calling shots from inside prison walls on the streets of our communities.
I'm a gangster. What gave it away? I am an active gang member. And I am 37 years old. Nobody wants to contribute to your film because nobody trusts you. It's a long road ahead for you.
Gangs are a plague against decent, law-abiding communities. We will never accept their presence among us. We will continue to use every lawful tool, every resource at our disposal to eradicate the spread of gangs in Merced County and to seek the very stiffest penalties we can against those who would continue to engage in gang violence.
I do not believe I belong in prison.
I'm an investigator involved in gang investigations in Merced County. My job is to identify problems in this community. I have tried my best to solve these problems. Problems I don't think will be solved. How can you stop ways of living that have existed for generations? There are other factors at play. It's way beyond black and white, cop versus criminal. In Merced County, we deal with norteños and sureños. Both have formerly been in existence since the 1960s. They are directly connected to Nuestra Familia and the Mexican Mafia, known as La M. The life of a gang member is not an on-the-surface kind of living. It is a culture, a way of life, motivated by choice. It is not like TV or like the 70s through the 90s, where gang members dressed a certain way and hung out on street corners. It's about money, power, and control. Capital exists in all business. When we say gangs, we mean criminal organizations with a large percentage in illicit activities. Power facilitates, motivates, and generates the ideology around a gang. It also promotes fear. Power and control correlate to money. It is a life of looking over your shoulder. The US would call this the war on drugs. The big question is whether we are going to win or lose. There's currently lobbying to amend legislation specific to criminal organizations and the repercussion of illegal activity. One example being the 3 strikes law. The older members declared this method of repercussion to be extremely successful. The 3 strikes law no longer exists. We are taking away the repercussions for bad decision making. This is a transnational social problem. We have to be extremely flexible in dealing with criminal organizations. If gangs, gang culture, and organized crime negatively affect society, how do we solve this problem? Do we create new identities, change the culture, remedy the socio-economic differences in every city and county? Do we change choice? Do we change the capital needed to house offenders? The largest problem in this county are these criminal organizations. It is not a crime to be a gang member, but it is a crime to conduct illegal activity for the gang. It is not about ethnic background, bias, economic, or social status. It is about good versus evil. And it has the potential to create a bad stigma if looked at from the surface. It is not just gang culture, it is the continued decision making that propels it. It is a way of life that is depressing, not because of the choices involved or being raised in the culture. It is the negative effect on society and the amount of time being wasted by these individuals making these bad decisions. I have asked every gang member that I have investigated, knowing what you know now, if you could go back, would you change it? Everyone said yes. It is a pyramid scheme. The guys on top are in prison, making all the money, while the worker bees are living the ideology.